Bachchan was born on the 11th of October 1942 in Allahabad to the Hindi poet Harivansh Rai Bachchan and social activist Teji Bachchan. Harivansh Rai Bachchan was an Awadhi Hindu Kayastha who was fluent in Awadhi, Hindi and Urdu. Harivansh's ancestors came from a village called Babupatti in the Raniganj Tehsil in the Pratapgarh district in the present-day state of Uttar Pradesh in India. Teji Bachchan was a Punjabi Sikh Khatri from Lailpur, Punjab, British India, present-day Faisalabad, Punjab, Pakistan. Bachchan has a younger brother, Amitabh. He is 5 years younger than him. Bachchan's parents were initially going to name him Inquilab Hindustani for revolution, inspired by the phrase Inquilab Zindabad, which translates into English as Long live the revolution, popularly used during the Indian independence struggle. The name Amitabh was suggested to his father by poet Sumitranandan Pant. Although his surname was Srivastav, Amitabh's father, who opposed the caste system, had adopted the pen name Bachchan childlike in colloquial Hindi, under which he published all of his works. When his father was looking to get him admitted to a school, he and Bachchan's mother decided the family's name should be Bachchan instead of Srivastav. It is with this last name that Amitabh debuted in films and used for all other practical purposes. Bachchan has become the surname for all of his immediate family. Bachchan's father died in 2003, and his mother in 2007. Bachchan's secondary education was at Boys High School and College in Allahabad and Sherwood College in Nainital. He attended Kirori Mal College at the University of Delhi in Delhi. He graduated with Bachelor of Science degree from Kirori Mal College in 1962. When Bachchan finished his studies, his father approached Prithviraj Kapoor, the founder of Prithvi Theatre and patriarch of the Kapoor acting family, to see if there was an opening for him, but Kapoor offered no encouragement. Bachchan was a friend of Rajiv Gandhi and Sanjay Gandhi before he became an actor. He used to spend time with them when he was a resident in New Delhi. Bachchan's family were very close to the Nehru-Gandhi family of politicians. When Sonia Gandhi first came to India from Italy before her marriage, Bachchan had received her at the Palam International Airport on the 13th of January 1968. She spent 48 days at Bachchan's house with his parents before marriage. Indira Gandhi wanted his future daughter-in-law to learn Hindu customs, way from Bachchan family, and she did not think it's appropriate to keep daughter-in-law in-house before marriage. She trusted Bachchan's and decided to keep Sonia at their house. Bachchan applied for a role as a newsreader for All India Radio, Delhi, but failed the audition. He became a business executive for Bird and Company in Kolkata, Calcutta, and worked in the theatre before starting his film career. It is thought that his mother might have had some influence in Amitabh Bachchan's choice of career because she always insisted that he should take center stage. Acting career, early career 1969-1972. Bachchan made his film debut in 1969 as a voice narrator in Mrinal Sen's National Award-winning film Bhuvan Shom. His first acting role was as one of the 7 protagonists in the film Saath Hindustani, directed by Khwaja Ahmad Abbas and featuring Utpal Dutt, Anwar Ali, brother of comedian Mahmood Madhu, and Jalal Agha. Anand, 1971 followed, in which Bachchan starred alongside Rajesh Khanna. His role as a doctor with a cynical view of life garnered Bachchan his first Filmfare Award for Best Supporting Actor. He then played his first antagonist role as an infatuated lover-turned-murderer in Parwana, 1971. Following Parwana were several films including Reshma or Shirak, 1971. During this time, he made a guest appearance in the film Guddi, which starred his future wife Jaya Bhaduri. He narrated part of the film Bawarchi. In 1972, he made an appearance in the road action comedy Bombay to Goa directed by S. Ramanathan, which was moderately successful. Many of Bachchan's films during this early period did not do well. His only film with Mala Sinha, Sanjog, 1972, was also a box office failure. Rise to Stardom, 1973-1974, Bachchan was struggling, seen as a failed newcomer who, by the age of 30, had 12 flops and only 2 hits as a lead in Bombay to Goa and supporting role in Anand. He was offered with a dual-role movie by the director O.P. Goyal and writer O.P. Rilhan for the film Bandhe Haath in 1973. This was Bachchan's first movie where he had played double role. Bachchan was soon discovered by screenwriter duo Salim Javed, consisting of Salim Khan and Javed Akhtar. Salim Khan wrote the story, screenplay and script of Zanjeer, 1973, and conceived the angry young man persona of the lead role. Javed Akhtar came on board as co-writer, and Prakash Mehra, who saw the script as potentially groundbreaking, as the film's director. However, they were struggling to find an actor for the lead, angry young man, role. It was turned down by a number of actors, owing to it going against the romantic hero image dominant in the industry at the time. Salim Javed soon discovered Bachchan and saw his talent, which most makers didn't. He was exceptional, a genius actor who was in films that weren't good. According to Salim Khan, they strongly felt that Amitabh was the ideal casting for Zanjeer. Salim Khan introduced Bachchan to Prakash Mehra, and Salim Javed insisted that Bachchan be cast for the role. Zanjeer was a crime film with violent action, in sharp contrast to the romantically themed films that had generally preceded it, and it established Amitabh in a new persona, the angry young man of Bollywood cinema. He earned his first Filmfare Award nomination for Best Actor, with Filmfare later considering this one of the most iconic performances of Bollywood history. The film was a huge success and one of the highest grossing films of that year, breaking Bachchan's dry spell at the box office and making him a star. It was the first of many collaborations between Salim Javed and Amitabh Bachchan. Salim Javed wrote many of their subsequent scripts with Bachchan in mind for the lead role, and insisted on him being cast for their later films, including blockbusters such as Diwar 1975 and Sholay 1975. Salim Khan also introduced Bachchan to director Manmohan Desai, with whom he formed a long and successful association, alongside Prakash Mehra and Yash Chopra. Eventually, Bachchan became one of the most successful leading men of the film industry. Bachchan's portrayal of the wronged hero fighting a crooked system and circumstances of deprivation in films like Zanjeer, Diwar, Trishul, Kala Patthar and Shakti resonated with the masses of the time, especially the youth who harbored a simmering discontent owing to social ills such as poverty, hunger, unemployment, corruption, social inequality and the brutal excesses of the emergency. This led to Bachchan being dubbed as the angry young man, a journalistic catchphrase which became a metaphor for the dormant rage, frustration, restlessness, sense of rebellion and anti-establishment disposition of an entire generation, prevalent in 1970s India. The year 1973 was also when he married Jaya, and around this time they appeared in several films together, not only Zanjeer but also subsequent films such as Abhiman, which was released only a month after their marriage and was also successful at the box office. Later, Bachchan played the role of Vikram, once again along with Rajesh Khanna, in The film Namak Haram, a social drama directed by Rishikesh Mukherjee and scripted by Biresh Chatterjee addressing themes of friendship. His supporting role won him his second Filmfare Award for Best Supporting Actor. In 1974, Bachchan made several guest appearances in films such as Kumbhara Baap and Dust, before playing a supporting role in Roti Kapda Aur Makan. The film, directed and written by Manoj Kumar, addressed themes of honesty in the face of oppression and financial and emotional hardship and was the top-earning film of 1974. Bachchan then played the leading role in the film Majboor. The film was a success at the box office. Superstardom 1975-1988. In 1975, he starred in a variety of film genres, from the comedy Chupke Chupke and the crime drama Farar to the romantic drama Milli. This was also the year in which Bachchan starred in two films regarded as important in Hindi cinema history, both written by Salim Javed, who again insisted on casting Bachchan. The first was Diwar, directed by Yash Chopra, where he worked with Shashi Kapoor, Nirupa Roy, Paveen Babi, and Neetu Singh, and earned another Filmfare nomination for Best Actor. The film became a major hit at the box office in 1975, ranking in at number 4. 53 India Times Movies ranks Diwar amongst the top 25 must-see Bollywood films. The other, released on the 15th of August 1975, was Sholay, which became the highest-grossing film ever in India at the time, in which Bachchan played the role of Jaydev. Diwar and Sholay are often credited with exalting Bachchan to the heights of superstardom, 2 years after he became a star with Zanjeer, and consolidating his domination of the industry throughout the 1970s and 1980s. In 1999, BBC India declared Sholay the film of the millennium, and, like Diwar, it has been cited by India Times Movies as amongst the top 25 must-see Bollywood films. In that same year, the judges of the 50th Annual Filmfare Awards awarded it with the special distinction award called the Filmfare Best Film of 50 Years. In 1976, he was cast by Yash Chopra in the romantic family drama Kabhi Kabhi. Bachchan starred as a young poet, Amit Malhotra, who falls deeply in love with a beautiful young girl named Pooja Rakhi Gulzar, who ends up marrying someone else, Shashi Kapoor. The film was notable for portraying Bachchan as a romantic hero, a far cry from his angry young man roles like Zanjeer and Diwar. The film evoked a favorable response from critics and audiences alike. Bachchan was again nominated for the Filmfare Best Actor Award for his role in the film. That same year he played a double role in the hit Adalat as father and son. In 1977, he won his first Filmfare Best Actor Award for his performance in Amar Akbar Anthony, in which he played the third lead opposite Vinod Khanna and Rishi Kapoor as Anthony Gonsalves. The film was the highest-grossing film of that year. His other successes that year include Parvarish and Khoon Pasina. He once again resumed double roles in films such as Kasm Wade, 1978, as Amit and Shankar and Dawn, 1978, playing the characters of Dawn, a leader of an underworld gang, and his lookalike Vijay. His performance won him his second Filmfare Best Actor Award. He also gave towering performances in Yash Chopra's Trishul and Prakash Mehra's Mukaddar Ka Sikandar, both of which earned him further Filmfare Best Actor nominations. 1978 is arguably considered his most successful year at the box office since all of his 6 releases the same year, namely Mukaddar Ka Sikandar, Trishul, Dawn, Kasm Wade, Ganga Ki Saugandh and Besharam were massive successes, the former 3 being the consecutive highest grossing films of the year, remarkably releasing within a month of each other, a rare feat in Indian cinema. In 1979, Bachchan starred in Suhag, which was the highest earning film of that year. In the same year he also enjoyed critical acclaim and commercial success with films like Mr. Natwarlal, Kala Patthar, The Great Gambler and Manzil. Amitabh was required to use his singing voice for the first time in a song from the film Mr. Natwarlal, in which he starred with Rekha. Bachchan's performance in the film saw him nominated for both the Filmfare Best Actor Award and the Filmfare Award for Best Male Playback Singer. He also received Best Actor nomination for Kala Patthar and then went on to be nominated again in 1980 for the Raj Khosla directed film Dostana, in which he starred opposite Shatrughan Sinha and Zeenat Aman. Dostana proved to be the top grossing film of 1980. In 1981, he starred in Yash Chopra's melodrama film Silsila, where he starred alongside his wife Jaya and also Rekha. Other successful films of this period include Shan 1980, Ram Balram 1980, Naseeb 1981, Lawaris 1981, Kaliyat 1981, Yarana 1981, Barsat Ki Ek Raat 1981 and Shakti 1982. Also starring Dilip Kumar. In 1982, he played double roles in the musical Sitte Pe Sitta and action drama Desh Premi, which succeeded at the box office along with mega hits like action comedy Namak Halal, action drama Khuddar and the critically acclaimed drama Bemisal. In 1983, he played a triple role in Mahan, which was not as successful as his previous films. Other releases during that year included Nastik and Pukar, which were hits, and Andha Kanun, in which he had an extended guest appearance, was an average grosser during a stint in politics from 1984 to 1987. His completed films Murt 1985 and Aakhri Rasta 1986 were released and were major hits. Bachchan had played a role in a special appearance for the movie Kaun Jeeta Kaun Hara in the year 1987, and he sang a playback song with Kishore Kumar in this movie. On the 26th of July 1982, while filming a fight scene with co-actor Puneet Issar for Coolie, Bachchan had near-fatal intestinal injury. Bachchan was performing his own stunts in the film, and one scene required him to fall onto a table and then on the ground. However, as he jumped towards the table, the corner of the table struck his abdomen, resulting in a splenic rupture from which he lost a significant amount of blood. He required an emergency splenectomy and remained critically ill in hospital for many months, at times close to death. There were long queues of well-wishing fans outside the hospital where he was recuperating. The public response included prayers in temples and offers to sacrifice limbs to save him. Nevertheless, he resumed filming later that year after a long period of recuperation. The director, Manmohan Desai, altered the ending of Coolie. Bachchan's character was originally intended to have been killed off, but, after the change of script, the character lived in the end. Desai felt it would have been inappropriate for the man who had just fended off death in real life to be killed on screen. The footage of the fight scene is frozen at the critical moment, and a caption appears on screen marking it as the instant of the actor's injury. The film was released in 1983, and partly due to the huge publicity of Bachchan's accident, the film was a box office success and the top-grossing film of that year. Later, he was diagnosed with myasthenia gravis. His illness made him feel weak both mentally and physically, and he decided to quit films and venture into politics. At this time he became pessimistic, expressing concern with how a new film would be received, and stating before every release, "Yeh film to flop hogi. This film will flop." Career fluctuations and sabbatical, 1988-1992. After a 3-year stint in politics from 1984 to 1987, Bachchan returned to films in 1988, playing the title role in Sahanshaah, which was a box office success. After the success of his comeback film, however, his star power began to wane as all of his subsequent films like Jadugar, Tufan and Main Azad Hoon, all released in 1989, failed at the box office. He gained success during this period with the crime drama Aaj Ka Arjun 1990 and action crime drama Hum 1991, for which he won his third Filmfare Best Actor award, but this momentum was short-lived and his string of box office failures continued. Notably, despite the lack of hits, it was during this era that Bachchan won his first National Film Award for Best Actor for his performance as a mafia don in the 1990 cult film Agnipath. These years would see his last on-screen appearances for some time. After the release of the critically acclaimed epic Kuda Gawa in 1992, Bachchan went into semi-retirement for 5 years. With the exception of the delayed release of Insaniyat 1994, which was also a box office failure, Bachchan did not appear in any new releases for 5 years. Business ventures and acting comeback, 1996-1999. Bachchan turned producer during his temporary retirement period, setting up Amitabh Bachchan Corporation, Limited. ABCL in 1996. ABCL's strategy was to introduce products and services covering an entire cross-section of India's entertainment industry. ABCL's operations were mainstream commercial film production and distribution, audio cassettes and video discs, production and marketing of television software, and celebrity and event management. Soon after the company was launched in 1996, the first film it produced was Tera Mere Sapne, which was a moderate success and launched the careers of actors like Arshad Wasi and Southern film star Simran. In 1997, Bachchan attempted to make his acting comeback with the film Mrityudatta, produced by ABCL. Though Mrityudatta attempted to reprise Bachchan's earlier success as an action hero, the film was a failure both financially and critically. ABCL was the main sponsor of the 1996 Miss World beauty pageant, Bangalore, but lost millions. The fiasco and the consequent legal battles surrounding ABCL and various entities after the event, coupled with the fact that ABCL was reported to have overpaid most of its top-level managers, eventually led to its financial and operational collapse in 1997. The company went into administration and was later declared a failed company by the Indian Industries Board. The Bombay High Court, in April 1999, restrained Bachchan from selling off his Bombay bungalow, Pratiksha, and 2 flats until the pending loan recovery cases of Canara Bank were disposed of. Bachchan had, however, pleaded that he had mortgaged his bungalow to raise funds for his company. Bachchan attempted to revive his acting career, and eventually had commercial success with Bade Mian Chote Mian 1998 and Major Saab 1998 and received positive reviews for Suryavansham 1999. But other films such as Lal Badshah 1999 and Hindustan Ki Kasam 1999 were box office failures. Return to prominence 2000 present. In 2000, Bachchan appeared in Yash Chopra's box office hit, Mohabbatein, directed by Aditya Chopra. He played a stern, elder figure who rivaled the character of Shah Rukh Khan. His role won him his 3rd Filmfare Award for Best Supporting Actor. Other hits followed, with Bachchan appearing as an older family patriarch in Ek Rishta, The Bond of Love 2001, Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum 2001, and Babban 2003. As an actor, he continued to perform in a range of characters, receiving critical praise for his performances in Ux 2001, Aankhein 2002, Kante 2002, Khaki 2004, and Dev 2004. His performance in Ux won him his 1st Filmfare Critics Award for Best Actor. 1 project that did particularly well for Bachchan was Sanjay Leela Bhansali's Black 2005. The film starred Bachchan as an aging teacher of a deaf-blind girl and followed their relationship. His performance was unanimously praised by critics and audiences and won him his 2nd National Film Award for Best Actor, his 4th Filmfare Best Actor Award and his 2nd Filmfare Critics Award for Best Actor. Taking advantage of this resurgence, Amitabh began endorsing a variety of products and services, appearing in many television and billboard advertisements. In 2005 and 2006, he starred with his son Abhishek in the films Bunty Aur Bubbly 2005, The Godfather Tribute Sarkar 2005, and Kabhi Alvida Na Kehna 2006. All of them were successful at the box office. His later releases in 2006 and early 2007 were Babul 2006, Eklavya and Nishab 2007, which failed to do well at the box office, but his performances in each of them were praised by critics. In May 2007, 2 of his films, the romantic comedy Chini Kam and the multi-starrer action drama Shootout at Lokhandwala, were released. Shootout at Lokhandwala did well at the box office and was declared a hit in India, while Chini Kam picked up after a slow start and was a success. A remake of his biggest hit, Sholay 1975, entitled Ram Gopal Varma Ki Aag, released in August of that same year and proved to be a major commercial failure in addition to its poor critical reception. The year also marked Bachchan's first appearance in an English-language film, Rituparno Ghosha's The Last Lear, co-starring Arjun Rampal and Preeti Zinta. The film premiered at the 2007 Toronto International Film Festival on the 9th of September 2007. He received positive reviews from critics who hailed his performance as his best ever since Black. Bachchan was slated to play a supporting role in his first international film, Shantaram, directed by Meera Nair and starring Hollywood actor Johnny Depp in the lead. The film was due to begin filming in February 2008 but due to the writers' strike, was pushed to September 2008. The film is currently shelved indefinitely. Vivek Sharma's Bhootnath, in which he plays the title role as a ghost, was released on the 9th of May 2008. Sarkar Raj, the sequel of the 2005 film Sarkar, released in June 2008 and received a positive response at the box office. Pa, which released at the end of 2009, was a highly anticipated project as it saw him playing his own son Abhishek's progeria-affected 13-year-old son, and it opened to favorable reviews, particularly towards Bachchan's performance, and was one of the top-grossing films of 2009. It won him his third National Film Award for Best Actor and fifth Filmfare Best Actor Award. In 2010, he debuted in Malayalam film Through Kandahar, directed by Major Ravi and co-starring Mohanlal. The film was based on the hijacking incident of the Indian Airlines Flight 814. Bachchan declined any remuneration for this film. In 2011, he played an aged retired former gangster in Bibada Hoga Tera Baap, who protects his son Sonu Sood, who is an honest, daring police officer from a notorious gangster Prakash Raj, who unknowingly hired the latter to perform a contract killing, not knowing that the police officer is the gangster's son. Directed by Puri Jagannath, the film won positive reviews and was a commercial success. Amitabh with Vijay. In 2013, he made his Hollywood debut in The Great Gatsby, making a special appearance opposite Leonardo DiCaprio and Tobey Maguire. In 2014, he played the role of the friendly ghost in the sequel Bhootnath Returns. The next year, he played the role of a grumpy father experiencing chronic constipation in the critically acclaimed Piku, which was also one of the biggest hits of 2015. A review in Daily News and Analysis DNA summarized. Bachchan's performances, the heart and soul of Piku, clearly belong to Amitabh Bachchan, who is in his elements. His performance in Piku, without doubt, finds a place among the top 10 in his illustrious career. Rachel Saltz wrote for the New York Times, Piku, an offbeat Hindi comedy, would have you contemplate the intestines and mortality of one Bhaskar Banerjee and the actor who plays him, Amitabh Bachchan. Bhaskar's life and conversation may revolve around his constipation and fussy hypochondria, but there's no mistaking the scene-stealing energy that Mr. Bachchan, India's erstwhile angry young man, musters for his new role of cranky old man. Well-known Indian critic Rajiv Masson wrote on his website, Bachchan is pretty terrific as Bhaskar, who reminds you of that oddball uncle that you nevertheless have a soft spot for. He bickers with the maids, harrows his hapless helper, and expects that Piku stay unmarried so she can attend to him. At one point, to ward off a possible suitor, he casually mentions that his daughter isn't a virgin, that she's financially independent and sexually independent too. Bachchan embraces the character's many idiosyncrasies, never once slipping into caricature while all along delivering big laughs thanks to his spot-on comic timing. The Guardian summed up, Bachchan seizes upon his cranky character part, making Bhaskar as garrulously funny in his theories on caste and marriage as his system is backed up. The performance won Bachchan his fourth National Film Award for Best Actor and his third Filmfare Critics Award for Best Actor. In 2016, he appeared in the women-centric courtroom drama film Pink, which was highly praised by critics and with an increasingly good word of mouth, was a resounding success at the domestic and overseas box office. Bachchan's performance in the film received acclaim. According to Raja Sen of Rediff.com, Amitabh Bachchan, a retired lawyer with bipolar disorder, takes up cudgels on behalf of the girls, delivering courtroom blows with pugilistic grace. Like we know from Prakash Mehra movies, into each life some Bachchan must fall. The girls hang on to him with incredulous desperation, and he bats for them with all he has. At one point Meenal hangs by Bachchan's elbow, words entirely unnecessary. Bachchan towers through Pink, the way he bellows, etc., is alone worth having the heavy hitter at play, but there are softer moments like one where he appears to have dozed off in court, or where he lays his head by his convalescent wife's bedside and needs his hair ruffled and his conviction validated. Writing for Hindustan Times, noted film critic and author Anupama Chopra said of Bachchan's performance, a special salute to Amitabh Bachchan, who imbues his character with a tragic majesty. Bachchan towers in every sense, but without a hint of showboating. 109 Meena Iyer of the Times of India wrote, the performances are pitch perfect with Bachchan leading the way. Writing for NDTV, Troy Ribeiro of Indo-Asian News Service IANS stated, Amitabh Bachchan as Deepak Sehgal, the aged defense lawyer, shines as always, in a restrained, but powerful performance. His histrionics come primarily in the form of his well-modulated baritone, conveying his emotions and of course, from the well-written lines. Mike McCahill of The Guardian remarked, among an electric ensemble, Tapsi Pannu, Kirti Kulahari and Andrea Taring give unwavering voice to the girls' struggles. Amitabh Bachchan brings his moral authority to bear as their sole legal ally. In 2017, he appeared in the third installment of the Sarkar film series, Ram Gopal Varma's Sarkar 3. That year, he started filming for the swashbuckling action-adventure film Thugs of Hindostan with Amir Khan, Katrina Kaif and Fatima Sana Sheikh, which released in November 2018. He co-starred with Rishi Kapoor in 102 Not Out, a comedy-drama film directed by Umesh Shukla based on a Gujarati play of the same name written by Soumya Joshi. This film released in May 2018 and reunited him with Kapoor on screen after a gap of 27 years. In October 2017, it was announced that Bachchan will appear in Ayan Mukherjee's Brahmastra alongside Ranbir Kapoor, Moni Roy and Alia Bhatt. He is set to make his debut in Telugu cinema in Project K, directed by Nag Ashwin alongside Deepika Padukone and Prabhas.